ようこそ友よ。
次の目標は誰？
私にご命令を。
闇から生まれ闇に潜む私だけど、いつかはこの手で闇を葬りたい。
楽しいのが一番重要だよ。
人生は楽しいゲームだ。どう遊ぶかを自分で決められる。俺はただの武器ではない。
合法の木も傲松より少す。
バステト族のナナだにゃ。友達になってくれるにゃ。
拳で語り合おう。
準備はいい？出発だよ。
死してなお闘志と忠誠心はこの体の中に。命を守る、それが唯一の使命だ。
我は海を司る者なり。
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed! Battle's cooldown.
俺は何でもできる。野菜を食べる以外なら。俺はいつも家庭を楽しむ。勝つのは家庭を楽しめた証拠だ。決闘したい人いる？
Initiate retreat!
完璧とか最高ってよくわからないな。いつでももっと強くなりたいって思って努力しているよ。この戦いが終わったらみんな友達になれるかな。 後に虹が出るから雨は好きだ。ここがどこかはわからないけどすっごく楽しい。
バトルスタートだ。
かかってこいよ雑魚ども。
First blood. An ally has been slain. 敗北の味ってサラダみたいなのかな。やだな。これに勝ったら賞品は何？もうトロフィーは勘弁してよ。
Launch attack!
急がなきゃ。仲間が待ってる。
An ally has slain the turtle!
決闘したい人いる？
俺の番だ。
An ally has been slain.
まだ
Enemy has been slain. Enemy has been slain. Double kill. この試合は面白くなりそうだ。 Played.
俺は仲間といるのが好きだ。みんなといると力がみなぎってくる。
Has been slain.
この戦いが終わったらみんな友達になれるかな。俺は何でもできる。野菜を食べる以外なら。
バトルスタートだ。
Slain.
大丈夫。俺はいつも家庭を楽しむ。勝つのは家庭を楽しめた証拠だ。決闘したい人いる？俺は仲間といるのが好きだ。みんなといると力がみなぎってくる。
Has been slain. Killing spree.
俺の番だ。
Mega kill. An ally has slain the turtle.
決闘したい人いる？この試合は面白くなりそうだ。最後に虹が出るから雨は好きだ。
バトルスタートだ。
You have slain an enemy.
急がなきゃ。仲間が待ってる。
Request backup.
最後に虹が出るから
Team
雨は好
destroyed
き
the
だ。
turret. Request backup.
番だ。
Slain an enemy.
完璧とか最高ってよくわからないな。いつでももっと強くなりたいって思って努力しているよ。
Your team destroyed a turret. Request backup. Request backup.
ここがどこかはわからないけどすっごく楽しい。
Killing spree. Initiate retreat.
完璧とか最高ってよくわからないな。いつでももっと強くなりたいって思って努力しているよ。
Request backup. Our turret has
また
been
勝ったらバン
destroyed.
されちゃうかも。
Mega kill. An ally has been slain. Shut down.
この試合は面白くなりそうだ。
俺の番だ。
Unstoppable. Request backup.
夕食は肉だけでいいよ。
Our
野
turret is
菜
under
なくていい
attack.
から。ここがどこかはわからないけどすっごく楽しい。夕食は肉だけでいいよ。野菜なくていいから。
Enemy has been slain.
Battle バトルスタートだ。
Monster kill. Your team destroyed a turret. Ult is not ready. An ally has been slain. Your team destroyed a turret. Launch attack. Attack the Lord.
完璧とか。
俺の番だ。
Double kill. Enemy has been slain. Shut down. Initiate retreat.
だよな。
Your team destroyed a turret. Well played. Attack the Lord.
この戦いが終わったらみんな友達になれるかな。急がなきゃ。
Ally
仲間が
has
待って
been
る。
slain.
バトルスタートだ。
Slain an enemy. Has been slain. Initiate retreat.
この試合は面白くなりそうだ。
Request backup. Our turret has been destroyed. Request backup. An ally has been shut down. Double kill. Our turret is under attack.
俺は何でもできる。野菜を食べる。
Shut down. Our turret has been destroyed.
これに勝つ商品は何？もうトロフィーは勘
Our
弁してよ。
turret is under attack. Defend the turret.
俺の番だ。
Been destroyed. Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed.
ミニマップを見るの。
俺は仲間といるのが好きだ。みんなといると力がみなぎってくる。
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
バトルスタートだ。
Initiate retreat. Enemy has been slain. Initiate retreat.
敗北の味ってサラダみたいなのかな。やだな。
Launch attack.
完璧とか最高ってよくわからないな。いつでももっと強くなりたいって思って努力しているよ。この試合は面白くなりそうだ。
Our turret is under attack. Mate. Okay. Gather and ambush.
この戦いが終わったらみんな友達になれるかな。俺はいつも家庭を楽しむ。
俺の番だ。
Initiate slain an enemy. Our base is under attack. Request backup.
かかってこいよ雑魚ども。
Request backup.
完璧とか最高ってよくわか
Enemy has been
る。い
slain.
つでももっと強くなりたいって思って努力しているよ。
Attack the Lord.
ロードに攻撃するわよ。
Push first.
また勝ったらバンされちゃうかも。
In a minute.
敗北の味ってサラダみたいなのかな。やだな。
Ally has slain Lord. Slain. Launch attack.
この試合は面白くなりそうだ。決闘したい人いる？
Killing spree. Launch attack.
仲間といるのが好きだ。みんなといると力がみなぎってくる。
Launch attack! Team destroyed a turret! Mega kill! An enemy has been slain! Destroyed a turret! Victory!
.俺はただの武器ではない。
闇から生まれ闇に潜む私だけど、いつかはこの手で闇を葬りたい。
千年の痛みも憎しみもこれで終わらせる。
楽しいのが一番重要だよ。
ようこそ友よ。
次の目標は誰？
槍が折れたら作り直せばいい。俺は絶対に諦めない。
バステト族のナナだにゃん。友達になってくれるにゃん。
生きるとは死神を欺くということだ。
準備完了よ。
俺様の闘志は燃えている。
レオ、行け。
拳で語り合おう。
自分を過小評価してはいけないわ。
この広い世界が緑と希望で満たされますように。
せろ。それとも切り刻まれたいか。
Welcome to Mobile Legends! Request backup! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed! Request backup!
変幻自在の影、ここに参上。俺の前では地獄でさえ震え上がる。魂を震え上がらせてやる。
Launch attack!
と血をよこせ。
Enemy missing.
これもすべて己をより強くするため。
Ally has been slain.
貴様にとっての最後の悪夢だ。いでよ。
Initiate retreat! Have been slain.
すべてを犠牲に。俺は生きている。滅ぶのは奴らだ。命の意地ながら死ぬのか。俺を突き動かせ。封印を解く。まずは手足から。魂を震え上がらせてやる。 気づいてやろう。魂を捧げるかそれとも両方を差し出すか。臨氷投射怪人列隊戦。怒りが俺を突き動かす。俺の名を口にしたのは死にっている。完璧な品ぞよしとしよう。死ね！いでよ！弱者は血の海に溺れていろ。
Destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
赤影の里に屍の山を築いてやろう。
An ally has been slain. Enemy has been slain. Double kill.
俺の名を口にした者には死が待っている。弱者は血の海に溺れていろ。
The enemy has slain the turtle. The enemy has been slain. Request
これも
backup.
全て己をより強くする。
An ally has been slain.
魂を捧げるか肉体を捧げるかそれとも両方を差し出すか。天の葉臨氷投射怪人列隊戦。血だ。もっと強いよこせ。
Killing spree. Our turret has been destroyed. Your team destroyed a turret.
このベグはどうだ。天の幅切
Your team destroyed a turret.
忍術を極めるためならばどのようなことでもする。
Your team destroyed a turret.
命乞いを
An
し
ally
な
has been slain.
魂を震え上がらせてやる。死ね！ もっと強いよこせ。
Request backup.
いでよ。 食らい尽くすのに一苦労しそうな大きさだ。いかにが俺を突き動かせ。
Ult is ready.
魂を震え上がらせてやる。
Has been slain. Mega kill. Double kill. Shut down. Your team destroyed a turret.
臨氷投射怪人列隊戦。
An ally has been slain. Your team destroyed a turret. これが貴様にとっての最義でよ。 Ult is ready.
前では地獄でさえ震えない。
Request backup. Ult is ready.
神が俺を突き動かせ。
Initiate retreat.
まずは手足から、そして体を食らってやる。
Mega kill.
弱者は勝利に溺れている。 どうだ、臨境と殺害者の一斉死ね。
An
捧げるか肉に捧げるか、それとも両方を差し出すか。
Enemy has been slain. Enemy
臨
killing.
境と社会人列車一員。
Enemy has been slain.
俺の名を口にした者には死ぬ。
Ally has been slain.
いでよ。天の幅切りが全てを飲み込む。
An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill. Enemy has been slain. Our turret has been destroyed.
臨境と社会人列車一員。
Enemy rampage.
もっと強いよこせ。封印を解く完璧な品とは言えぬが、よしとしよう。いでよ。最後の悪夢。
Ally has slain Lord.
食らい尽くすのに一苦労しそうな大きさだ。
Initiate retreat.
赤影の里に屍の山を築いてやろう。臨境と社会人列車一員。
Enemy has been slain.
どのようなことでもする。それも全て己をより強くするため。 魂を震え。
Slain an enemy.
死だ。もっと強いよこせ。
Your team destroyed a turret.
いでよ。
Enemy dominating. Enemy killing spree.
弱者は血の海に溺れていろ。
Ult is not ready. Enemy has been slain. Enemy rampage.
魂を捧げるか、肉体を捧げるか、
Ult is ready.
それとも両方を差し出すか。俺の名を口にした者には死が
Victory!
苦しみの共和音を勝利を我が手に。勝利を我が手に。聖なる光は私を勝利へと導いてくれます。
Welcome to Mobile Legends! Seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Troops deployed. Battle spell. ult is not ready. Unstoppable! Killing spree! Your team destroyed monster kill! Killing spree! Your team destroyed a turret! Godlike! Mega kill! You have been slain. Good game! Attack the turtle!
핑크입니다. 이제 핑크 밴덤 뮤직비디오가 공개되었다고 하는데요.
아직 저희도 못 봤어요. 빨리 볼까? 엄청 떨리고 넷이서 모여서 이렇게 같이 보는 뮤비 너무 오랜만인 것 같아서 너무 설렙니다. 빨리 더 못 기다리겠어요. 빨리
들어주세요. 소리 조금만 더. 오, 멋있어. 지수 언니. 우와, 진짜 그렇게 나왔어요? 우와, 쎄. 진짜 소름 돋았어. 진짜. 와, 리사야.
진짜 너무 예뻐요.
짱 예뻐.
오, 눈이 빨개졌어.
진짜요? 핑크 밴드. 와. 예. 징그러웠어. 나 이거 너무 좋아. 예. 예뻐. 리사다.
진지하게 보게 되네. 맞아. 일이야, 일. 나 어제 일 같아.
그러게. 멋있어. 이거 짱 멋있어. 언니다, 언니. 멋있어. 되게 재밌었어요, 이제. 눈썹 뭐야? 멋있다. 와, 진짜 멋있다, 나 이 머리 스타일 좋아. 이 뭐래지 귀여움이 페인트.
난 저 머리 좋은데? 저 빨간 거 다.
맞아, 이 리본 귀여워. 맞아. 귀여워. 언니도 앞머리에 삐삐. 너무 귀여워. 예. 이렇게 보다 이렇게 딱 했는데 왜 불려?
가에서 몇 번 더 가야 될 것 같습니다.
완전 입덕한 것 같아요.
불핑.
불핑한테 입덕했어요, 혹시?
일단 전체적인 느낌을 한번 보고 멤버당 하나씩 보세요. 네.
네.
핑크밴더 많이 사랑해주세요.
사랑해주세요.
眷属
撃ちなさい。
彼女にはいろいろと聞くことがある。
The movie starts at the annual United Nations Global Warming Conference in New Delhi, where paleoclimatologist Jack Hall is giving a speech. He warns the delegates that the Earth is soon going to face a polar catastrophe, which will turn everything into ice. When some of the delegates inquire about the time left, Jack mentions that it may take some centuries, but if the usage of fossil fuel isn't lessened, their own grandchildren will face the consequences. After the conference, Jack meets a representative from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, Terry Rapson, and the duo begin chatting about their respective findings. As they discuss, it snows heavily, implying that climate change has already begun, or maybe it's just winter. Over the course of the next few weeks, strange weather conditions strike different parts of the world. In Japan, monstrous blocks of hailstones start falling from the sky, leaving several people dead. Such hailstones are the largest that have ever been recorded in history. Meanwhile, at Terry Rapson's monitoring station in Scotland, the computers reveal that parts of the ocean are suffering massive drops in temperature. The drops are so sudden and mysterious that the communication signals placed there have frozen instantly. Elsewhere, at the International Space Station, astronauts notice gigantic storms brewing up in the Earth's troposphere. In the next scene, we are taken to Washington, D.C., where Jack is dropping his son Sam at the airport. Sam is a genius student who has been invited to participate in a decathlon in New York. Though his father is a well-known man, Sam appears to be angry with him, as Jack has always been absent from his life due to his busy work schedule. Nonetheless, he assures Sam that once he retires, he will have all the time in the world for his family, unless they're all dead. Later, when Sam, along with his best friends Laura and Brian, arrive at New York, they notice a large flock of birds flying towards the west, as if they are trying to escape something. In the meantime, Terry calls Jack from his monitoring station and informs him about his findings. He says that the polar catastrophe is approaching them rapidly, and that they have no time to escape it. When Jack inquires if it is bad, Terry replies that something like this hasn't happened in the last 10,000 years. Following this, we are taken to a weather monitoring center in California, where a technician is enjoying his time with his girlfriend. Just then, he receives a distress call from a man who reveals that it is raining hailstones in LA. Hearing this, the technician turns on the television and is taken aback to see that hailstones the size of golf balls have ravaged parts of the city. He immediately calls his boss and tells him to issue a tornado warning in the state of California. However, it's too late. In no time, several gigantic tornadoes circle the city and destroy everything in sight. Must have been one hell of a gender reveal party. Because of this, an emergency meeting is conducted at the Office of Global Change in Washington, D.C. One of the attendees mentions the other destructive weather occurrences in different parts of the world and asserts that something has gone wrong. Just then, Jack, who is also among the attendees, reveals to the crowd that everything is happening due to the North Atlantic currents. The currents are brought upon by the rapidly melting polar ice, which in turn is caused by global warming. He also mentions that it is just the beginning, and in a few days, the weather will become worse. In the next scene, Jack meets with the vice president and tries to make him understand that the situation is very critical. He mentions that the polar blast could hit any time, so mass evacuations in the northern states are necessary. However, the VP is an idiot, doesn't take him seriously, and walks away. Elsewhere in the UK, it has started snowing at a rapid rate, so 3 helicopters are sent to the royal palace to retrieve the Queen. However, on their way, they pass through the eye of the storm, which causes their instruments to freeze instantly. In no time, the chopper blades also stop working, and all the 3 helicopters crash to the ground. One pilot manages to survive the crash, but as soon as he opens the door, he is frozen to death. Back to Manhattan, Sam and his friends try to get back to DC, but all the transport services have been derailed by the heavy downpour. Desperate to get out of the city, the trio walk to the streets, only to find the city in utter chaos. Just then, a massive tsunami appears out of nowhere and begins sweeping the place. The skyscrapers and even the Statue of Liberty is engulfed, as if they are nothing. Sam and his group see the impending danger and rush to the National Library Hall for safety. Sadly, thousands of not-so-lucky people are washed away and killed. Later, Terry calls Jack and informs him about the freezing air over Europe, which brought down the helicopters. This alarms Jack, and after a bit of research, he finds out that the storm is approaching the US sooner than expected. In fact, they only have 48 hours before everything freezes over. Following this, he opens the weather prediction, which shows that 3 colossal weather systems are forming in different parts of the world. They are getting larger by the day, and in Europe, the systems are forming in different parts of the world. They are getting larger by the day, and in Europe, the polar state has already begun. Meanwhile, Sam desperately searches for a telephone in the library, as the place does not have any mobile phone reception. After a while, he descends to another floor and finds a telephone, which is almost submerged in the water. Desperate to call his parents, he swims to the place and finally makes a call. Jack is delighted to find that his son is alive and starts giving him instructions. Put on some water wingies and don't die, son. He tells Sam that he must stay indoors and wait for the storm to pass. If he ventures outside, he is going to freeze to death instantly. Hearing this, Sam becomes worried, but Jack consoles him by saying that he will come to rescue him soon. The next day, as everyone in the library is gathering clothes and rations, they hear a strange noise from outside. When they peek through the window, they are shocked to see a cargo ship sailing through the place. Elsewhere in DC, the head of the state is having a meeting, and Jack is tasked with briefing the state of the situation. Before even beginning, he instills fear in everyone by mentioning that the worst is yet to come. He then suggests that the residents of the southern states must be evacuated immediately and moved to Mexico. Once again, the vice president disapproves of the idea, as he claims that an evacuation of such magnitude is not possible. At least he didn't build a stupid-ass wall. He also asks what will happen to the residents of the north, to which Jack replies that it's too late for them. If they step out of their homes, they will immediately freeze to death. The best they can do is stay inside their houses and wait for the storm to subside. Surprisingly, the president takes Jack's advice and orders the National Guard to evacuate the remaining population to the south. In New York, the people inside the library see a group of people walking on the frozen land and deduce that they're heading to the warmer states. As a result, they also decide to venture outside before the snow gets any deeper. Sam, knowing about the impending danger, tries to warn everyone that it's a death mission, but he is completely ignored. Soon, everyone leaves the library, with the exception of Sam's group and a few other people. Meanwhile, Jack starts his trip to New York, along with his colleagues and best buddies, Frank and Jason. Since the three have visited the Arctic several times for research purposes, they are accustomed to the weather. Back at the library, Sam and his group scan through the whole building for food and discover some vending machines. They also gather some books for burning in the fireplace. Elsewhere, as Jack and his crew are traveling through the thick snow, they suddenly hit a roadblock and are forced to continue their journey on foot. They walk for a few hours with utmost dedication, but unfortunately, when they reach the top of a fragile building, Frank breaks the glass and falls in. He is caught by the lifeline and the two friends are holding him up, but just then, the glass starts to crack. Hence, left with no choice, he cuts his lifeline and sacrifices himself so that his friends can continue their mission. At the library, Laura suddenly gets a fever and falls unconscious. Worried, the group starts searching for the cause and discovers that she has a wound in her leg, which might have caused her blood poisoning. One of the ladies in the group, who happens to be a medic, mentions that Laura needs an urgent injection of penicillin or else she will have to be amputated. Desperate to save his friend, because those legs go for days, Sam decides to venture into a nearby cargo ship, hoping that it contains some medicine. As he is about to leave, Brian and another guy, JD, also decide to accompany him. In the next scene, the VP, who is now stationed in a military base, finds out that the president met with an accident and died while being evacuated. To make matters worse, the researchers also find out that the eye of the storm has shifted its course to New York City. Elsewhere, Jack and Jason are slowly moving towards their destination, but sadly, Jason collapses due to exhaustion. As a result, Jack is forced to carry his friend. At the library, the trio finally heads out and makes their way to the cargo ship. However, along the way, their scent is caught by a pack of hungry wolves who have broken out from the nearby zoo. We just met JD, so he's dead for sure. Sam, Brian, and JD enter the cargo ship's kitchen and find some penicillin. They then look around the place for more supplies, but suddenly they're attacked by the pack of wolves. Sam and Brian manage to escape to another room, but JD is severely bitten, I knew it. Still, they manage to save him from the hungry beasts. As the three brainstorm different ideas to escape the situation, Sam looks outside and sees the skies clearing. He then realizes that the eye of the storm is nearing them and that they don't have enough time left. Hence, he puts himself in harm's way and makes his way outside to lure the wolves away from the kitchen. He then runs through the abandoned ship, narrowly escaping the wolves. After a while, he catches up with his friends, but by this time, JD is unable to stand. Hence, Sam and Brian bring a sledge and drag their friend to the library. On the other hand, as Jack is dragging Jason through the thick snow, he also notices the eye approaching at a rapid speed. Wasting no time, he starts rummaging through the snow for any houses. Fortunately, he finds an open vent and throws Jason inside before getting in himself. As soon as he closes the door, the frost attacks the place and freezes everything that it touches. The boys also reach the library just in time and narrowly avoid death. They then scramble to keep the fire running, as it is the only thing that can save them from the brutal cold. Jack also desperately tries to light a fire and manages to do so with an open stove. After a while, Jason wakes up and notices that the entire place has been covered with ice. Now, with the eye of the storm already gone, Jack plans to resume his mission. Jason tries to make him understand that it's still dangerous outside, but Jack asserts that he doesn't have any time left. That night, the two sleep in a tent and contemplate the future of humanity. Jack mentions that humans have survived ice ages many times, but if they are not careful enough, they might go extinct in this one. Finally, after weeks of disastrous weather conditions, the International Space Station spots some good signs. They notice that the storm is dissipating in Europe, as they see landmass